This morning, New York Senator Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to investigate the energy drink Prime.
One of the summer's hottest status symbols for kids is not an outfit, it's not a toy, it's a beverage.
Ooh, smells a bit high. What's like swallowing perfume? What is that?
There's not even like the caloric breakdown or any of the nutritional information that people will want. It doesn't tell me exactly what are even the benefits of drinking it.
Breaking update. Logan Paul's Prime brand is collapsing. Yes, you heard that right. Sales have plummeted by more than 90%, and a company once projected to be $1 billion beast now looks like it's not even worth a tenth of that. And once I lay it all out, you might agree, it's barely worth $10 million. Because the cold reality is, Prime was built on illusion, manufactured hype, influencer-powered marketing, and non-stop clout chasing. And now it's all falling apart. Let's start with the brutal facts. In 2023, Prime was everywhere. Resale madness, fans fighting over rare bottles, and Logan Paul and KSI acting like they'd invented the next Coca-Cola. But 2024 hit like a brick. In the UK, revenue dropped 70%, from £112 million to just £33 million. Net profit slashed from £3.7 million to around £312,000, or about $429,000. In the US, it's no better. A 40% decline in sales. Global numbers. A jaw-dropping 92% crash in total revenue. That's not just a loss. That's brand extinction for something that was supposed to lead the hydration market. Let's be honest, Prime was never about the product. It was about Logan Paul's face on a flashy bottle. A textbook influencer cash grab, driven by fame, not flavor.
Ooh, smells a bit high. What's like swallowing perfume? What is that? I'll send it to Nigella to cook her pork ribs in.
Remember those penny sweets, fruit salads?
Yes!
I'm getting liquidized fruit salad.
Just like a master chef can smell quality from a distance, it was easy to sense this storm brewing. This is a thunderclap crashing down on Logan Paul's fake empire. When Prime launched, it exploded purely because of Logan and KSI's celebrity status. They weaponized their fan bases and turned Prime into a must-have brand overnight.
We are flying. I don't know if you want to say the numbers.
You want the numbers?
Yeah, we want the numbers.
What are we dealing with here?
We cleared $110 million in retail sales.
But here's the catch. Clout fades. And when it does, your brand better have real substance to fall back on. Prime didn't. Like one post from Design Rush put it perfectly, clout is not a business model. The numbers prove it. Repeat buyers dropped. Spending per customer fell. New customer growth stagnant.
Why?
Because once people tasted Prime, most didn't stick around. The flavor was average. Forgettable.
This tastes like medicine! So I walked into Target and they had every single flavor of Prime, including the brand new Prime flavor. So this one's slightly better. It's still not great. I don't like the aftertaste of this. No.
And when the buzz wore off, people went back to trusted names. Gatorade, Body Armor, and others. When your business depends 100% on hype, you're finished the moment interest dies. Ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a legit Prime commercial? TV ad? Billboard? Exactly. Prime had no serious marketing game. They relied entirely on Logan and KSI's internet fame. And once the YouTube pushes slowed down, so did the cash flow. With plummeting sales, retailers stopped placing orders. And when shelves go empty, lawsuits come flooding in.
This morning, New York Senator Chuck Schumer is calling on the FDA to investigate the energy drink Prime, which he says is being marketed to children and contains the caffeine equivalent of 6 cans of Coca-Cola.
One of the summer's hottest status symbols for kids is not an outfit, it's not a toy, it's a beverage.
It's too much for any growing child, and that much caffeine can cause some adverse effects, such as disrupted sleep, mood disorders, upset stomach, even abnormal heart rhythm.
Let's talk legal trouble, because Prime is getting buried in lawsuits. As if financial collapse wasn't enough, multiple lawsuits are now stacking up, and the damages could reach tens of millions. Let's break them down fast. First, a $67 million lawsuit from Refresco, the company that manufactured Prime's drinks. Refresco claims Prime broke their 3-year minimum order contract after the product stopped selling. Now, they want tens of millions in compensation. That single lawsuit could crush Prime completely.
The lawsuit against Logan Paul and his energy drink Prime is going to be thrown out if his attorneys know what they're doing. The lawsuit alleges that his Prime energy drink has 215 to 225 milligrams of caffeine instead of 200.
And as the brand sinks deeper into controversy, the internet is digging everything up. Even tiny mistakes on Prime's labels are getting called out, like 0.1% ingredient errors. Boom, lawsuit. Next, someone complains the bottle design is flawed. Another lawsuit. All these little problems are snowballing.
There's not even like the caloric breakdown or any of the nutritional information that people will want. It doesn't tell me exactly what are even the benefits of drinking it. You definitely want to make this long form, have a little bit more copy on there. It doesn't need to be too crazy and too over the top. At the end of the day, it is a drink, but the more you tell, the more that you sell. What these guys also have for them is that they've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of customers, and there's no reviews on the site.
So what's Logan Paul doing about it? He's suddenly playing health expert, posting video after video on YouTube claiming his product is the real deal, bragging about his high-end facilities and how much money they're investing in new products. Basically, he's handing himself awards and pretending everything is just fine. It's all empty self-promotion.
It should also be noted that every single batch of Prime is tested, and it actually cannot even leave the facility until it's approved by quality control, which is what's happening here.
We check every batch. We are FDA regulated, also third-party certified with world-class groups like NSF. We have an amazing group of quality folks.
But despite the show, the reality hasn't changed. No profits, and the lawsuits keep coming. Now there's another one. It's like brands are lining up to take legal shots at Prime. Next up, a $13 million lawsuit from Agrana, one of Prime's suppliers. Agrana claims Prime failed to pay for raw materials they ordered, and even accuses them of cash flow issues. Prime fired back, saying the ingredients weren't up to quality. Either way, that's a huge red flag. There's more. PFAS lawsuit. Prime's grape flavor is being accused of containing toxic chemicals, PFAS, which are heavily regulated in drinking water. Plaintiffs argue that Prime is breaking safety laws and endangering public health. Prime is trying to dismiss the case, but it's still active. High caffeine lawsuits. Several families are suing Prime, claiming their energy drinks were misleadingly marketed to kids. Each can has 200 milligrams of caffeine, but some say it may be even more. That's a massive risk for young users. And the branding blurred lines between Prime Energy, caffeinated, and Prime Hydration, caffeine-free, confusing consumers, especially parents. Olympics lawsuit. Yup, Prime released a Team USA edition with Kevin Durant, but they apparently never got permission to use Olympic trademarks. The U.S. Olympic Committee sent a cease and desist, which Prime ignored. So they sued. And although the case was eventually settled, you know if Logan had won, he would have blasted it all over social media.